products penetrating the skin and what you need to know as a hairstylist. So we're always hearing that products are getting into our skin and then entering our bloodstream. However, what we never hear about is the fact that that's technically illegal unless the product is classified as a drug. So I'm going to take this book that has an excellent diagram in it of the skin and just like explain a couple of things. Okay, so let's dive in. As you know, there are 3 layers of skin: epidermis, dermis, and the hypodermis. So we are going to start by talking about the epidermis, more specifically the stratum corneum, which is the top layer of the epidermis. So the stratum corneum is about 15 skin cell layers deep, and it sheds about 1 layer per day, and it takes 2 weeks for the full stratum corneum to shed off and basically renew. Now, sometimes products can get past the stratum corneum, but then they would just be at that very upper layer of the epidermis directly below the stratum corneum, which, as you can see, is nowhere near the dermis, which is where all of those blood vessels and everything else live. Hair care products, which are regulated as cosmetics, are not legally allowed to enter the bloodstream. And that's okay because they typically just enter the stratum corneum and absorb into that, which is actively shedding. Now, the products that are allowed to enter the bloodstream are classified as drugs. These are going to be your OTC or over-the-counter. You could recognize those because they have a drug facts label on the back. Or it's going to be a product that you get by prescription through your doctor and then fill at the pharmacy. So that one is very obvious that it is a drug product. So as you can see, after going over all of this, it is unlikely that many of our hair care products that we're using in the salon are actually getting into our bloodstreams and our clients' bloodstreams. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen at all. There's always going to be a couple of outliers out there or brands who aren't playing by the rules, but for the most part, it is a highly unlikely scenario. Like and share if you learned something new today, and I will put the name of the book and the author in the comments. I'll pin it below for you.